What's up, guys? Welcome to Running Back with Blair Bomber. I'm Jack Black. I got a question for you. Do you guys hold grudges? Do you? I'm not a grudge guy. Like, my entire life, even when someone's done me kind of dirty, I've never taken it and held on. I don't harbor that. If you do me dirty, I'm over it. Like, at some point, it's like a bad breakup. It's like, yeah, you cheated on me and you sucked and you broke my heart, but it's been 9-10 years. Other people have broken my heart. I've been in a couple asses. I've fucked a couple mouths. I've came on a couple of faces, including my own. I'm a different person. So yeah, you kind of sucked. I don't know if I'll ever trust you again, but I'm not mad at you. Like, if someone fucks you over 10 years ago, and it's like a girl that cheated on you. As long as she didn't try and kill you, you can see her down the road and be like, hey, what's up? How are you? Like, we don't got to move in together. I don't want to sign a lease with you. I don't want to work at the same job that you work at, but I'm not going to let it ruin my day. Like, I'm watching the Bulls documentary, and Jordan still hates the Pistons. Jordan still hates these guys. And maybe that's just the fact that he's probably more a sociopath than not a sociopath. But I don't really have that. Like, I won't forget either, though. Like, I'll always remember. I remember one time, this is a long time ago. This is, I want to say 6th grade. It was in Mr. Toppenheim's class. And he was the OG. Love that guy. And it was the first class where all my friends, all the other athletic kids, guys I played sports with, we were all in the same class. Because when you're in elementary school, they're like, you guys are too crazy. You got to split you guys up. There's 6 teachers, and there's no way all of you are in the same class. No teacher can handle that. And I didn't understand that as a kid. I didn't wait, why can't my friends and I be together? Looking back, that was the only way you could have done it. If you put me and my boys into class in 5th grade together, we're going to light some shit on fire. There's no way around it. We were not good. I know I was a nightmare, but I mean, now. Back then, I thought I was the hero. I looked like a fucking nun with this hood on. I just now realized that. But that's okay. I think that's okay. Anyway, it's Toppenheim's story. So back in the 6th grade, all the boys are in the same class. And I was a nightmare. And I wasn't good at fitting in with people. I had to be the star of everything, I think. And that's a lot for people. Some people don't like that. And you want to be liked. I think at any point of our lives, especially in adolescence, you want to be someone that people can identify with and can hang out with and enjoy their time. You want to be liked. You want to be loved. I don't think I was, but I wanted to. And my buddy back in the day, my buddy Josh, everyone liked him. He was the good amount of, he's funny and he's mean. He's kind of a shitty football, basketball player. He couldn't really hang with the ball like that, but that's what made it okay. It's he sucks, so he's non-threatening on the court. So off the court, we all kind of gravitate towards that guy. I became that guy in college when I fucking had the most Flameout of all Flameout careers. But everyone liked me because I was like, I don't play. Fuck off. I'm not Rudy though. If you are Rudy, you just don't be Rudy. If you're Rudy, fuck you. I remember one day, because I wasn't allowed to go and hang out with the boys that much. A lot of my friends lived in town, and they could just go to each other's houses. I lived out in the country, so it was harder for me. I have to plan it. I have to call my mom, be like, Mom, is it cool if I go and hang out with the guys? With Josh's house? His mom will be home. But his mom wasn't home, because parents aren't home. And you just let your kids do your own fucking thing. This is 2003 or whatever it was. I remember one day I was talking to Josh, Josh, dude, let's just hang out. And he was like, yeah, let's go. Come over to my place. Come to my spot. We'll hang out. We'll have a good time. By the way, that's not how it sounded. It was probably more like, hey, man, let's just go fucking ride our bikes around outside at your house, not my house. Cool? Sweet? But he's like, yeah. So I call my mom from the landline at the classroom. Like, hey, Mom, I know you're supposed to pick me up today. Like, hey, Mom, I know you're supposed to come pick me up today, but I'm going to go to Josh's house. Is that cool? She's like, yeah, sure. I don't have to come pick you up. I'll be later. I'll stay later at work and no big deal. Perfect. So school gets out. I go over to the parking lot. Supposed to meet Josh there. Dad to pick us up. We can go. I'm waiting. I don't really see him anywhere. And then all of a sudden I look to the side and there's Josh and his dad in his car leaving, taking off, taking a left away from me. He didn't even look at me. My view was this. Gone. And I was like, what the, did you just, and there's no cell phone. I can't call him. He'd be like, hey man, did you fucking leave me? He just left me. And then I had to go back and call my mom. She's like, well, I'm working for another hour and a half, 2 hours. You got to just hang out. So I just sat on the front steps of the fucking middle school like, all right, well, that was supposed to be my time. And I was looking forward to it. It's like, that to me is the equivalent of like getting ready to go on a date that you are like really excited about. Like the girl's a total fucking babe and you've been looking forward to it. Finally, she says yes. You're like, yeah, let's go. Let's get drinks. It's the night. And then she takes a dump on your chest. Metaphorically. Literally, she just doesn't return your calls and then you watch her drive away with the guy who she's probably going to have sex with instead of you. That's what it felt like. It felt like watching that girl who you've always wanted to go out with fuck another guy in front of you, and not in a hot way. Not in like a, is it cool if I watch way? More of a like a, what happened? Why not me? What happened? And Josh, to this day, is one of my best friends. Like he's like one of my best friends. Like, but I remember that specifically just always stuck out to me because of the pain I felt from like, oh man, my hopes are way up, and then they were dashed. It's like what I imagine a kid who's like his parents are divorced and his dad's never around, like Tim Allen in Jungle to Jungle, where he lets his kids down all the time. That's what you like. You promise. What happened? He's like, yeah, I'm fucking making $1 billion this quarter, kid. I don't have time for you and your shitty loincloth and your mom who's just culturally appropriating an entire tribe in the West Indies. That's not a thing. I think it was Cambodia. Whatever. You see the movie Jungle Jungle? I don't know if it holds up, but Tim Allen I do enjoy, even though he's he steals jokes and he's a cokehead. But what are you gonna do? It's Tim Allen. He's the tool man. My point is, if I was a guy who held grudges, I would never have been friends with that guy. But what ended up happening was we ended up being fucking best friend. One of my best friends in the whole world. I love that fucking guy. Shout out Josh. He listens at a cabin in the woods. You can't find him. The guy doesn't have a phone. No landline, no cell phone, no dick. He's just a dickless, phoneless guy. And he's the happiest guy I know, I think. Maybe he's got anxiety. He smokes a lot of weed. So I think a lot of it is a lot of a cloud of existential angst. But who's to really know? He did have the best hair of all time. The dude grew his hair down to his cock, which is not there. Like I said earlier. Guy's dickless. And not in an asshole way. More like a fun, like, what happened to my dick? Like, you know when you do a bunch of coke and your dick just goes in your body. And you're like, I thought I was going to fuck tonight. But I can't because I'm on cocaine. That's a bad analogy. That's a good analogy, but it's like not appropriate for people who aren't into drugs. It's like jumping in a cold creek. And your shit just goes shrinkage up into your body. That's like my worst nightmare would be who goes skinny dipping? People that go just are flippantly women who go skinny dipping in movie. Okay, hold on. The worst skinny dipping in movies is never how it would actually be in real life. Because they just get naked, jump in the water, and the women are so understanding. Like, are all these guys packing heat? How is the first thing that happens when a guy jumps in the water and gets out? Is the girl not like, oh my God, look at your tiny cock and balls. Wait, is it? What's wrong with you? What happened? You're a fucking eunuch. Are you okay? They're always like, this is fun. Are we having fun? It's dicks out. It's fine. It's like, what? In reality, you go speedy dipping and your ball, it doesn't matter what kind of water it is. It could be a hot tub. Your balls are still going to into your body. It's not accurate. Guys that go skinny dipping, you're brave. To this day, I'm not going to do it. I keep the underwear on. You can kind of adjust it and hide it. I got a decent piece. But cold piece? Ugh. It's like the difference between your thumb and, a tooth that you lost from a disease in your mouth. That's what it's like skinny dipping. Nice hang time on the cock. Water cock. Not always great. I don't know. I'm not a grunge guy. I'm not a grudge guy. I am a grunge guy. I'm not a grudge guy. I'm not a grudge guy. Sometimes I wish I was, though. Sometimes I wish that I was a guy who could hold on to something. Because I think it's important to keep your circle as small, especially as you get older. Like, if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. Like, it's not like you gotta grow up. Like, it's that thing, even going back to being a kid, even in high school, if there's a kid who doesn't like you, I want this guy to like me. Why don't I like this guy? Or why didn't this guy like me? I want him to like me. But now it's, oh, you don't care about me? Fucking whatever, dude. I don't have time for that. Life's too short, you know? Life's too short to be going around and like wanting, hey, will you hug me? What can I do to make you like me? Can I give you something? How exhausting must that be? And I know I'm a lot. Like, I'm not the best for everybody. But once you're in with me and I'm in with you, like, that's it. Like, we're lifetime boys. If we're going to keep going at the same level together, like, we're going to dock. We're going to bring our cocks together. They're going to touch. The skin's going to go over the other head. And we're going to be Chinese finger trapped until the end of days. I got like 5, 6 friends like that. Where it's like, yo, whatever you need at any point, I got you. I mean, unless it's gay. Then that's just pleasure. Then I would do that either way. Then that's the most fun I could ever have. You know? But everyone's got to go at their own speed, you know? You can't... I'm getting a little bit into it right now because a lot of shit's been flying around and I'm trying to navigate. Like, things are stressful for me, you know? So I'm trying to keep it funny, to keep it light. Remember, I still have a mustache. I'm still a little bit gay, and I have not seen a pussy in 3 months. Like 2 months. But don't judge me on how recently I've seen a Vaj. Like, I'm trying. I'm actually, I don't even care anymore. It's one of those things where once you get off of it for a long time, you don't care anymore. Like with drinking, like I haven't drank this whole month. And yeah, I would like to have a drink, but I'm not like, oh, I need it. But that first week was tough. Same with pussy. You're getting a lot of pussy, and then it gets taken away from you. Like, I gotta get more. But once you just chill out, it's like, all right, well, this is my new normal. I wear masks outside of the house instead of just in the bedroom when I'm jerking off people on cam. Is that what you guys do? Does anybody else do that? Anybody else put a mask on and jerk off for coins? Ding, ding, cling, 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 cling. I don't know. I think the first half of this pod got a little bit I got a little deep. Was it too deep though? Like, come on. The only guy who's gonna respond is my buddy EJ. He'll be like, yeah, a little too deep for me, but you had some good points. I'm like, thanks, man. I'm gonna like your comment that you sent me on Instagram. Like, I saw it. I don't want to respond to anything. I want to double tap it so you know I like you. Or I'll send a heart back or a kissy face. Like, thank you. I think that's the most respectful way to send a kiss emoji back. Because it means that you care. Like if you came up to me and said that exact same thing about the pod, like, hey, I love the pod, I would kiss you on the mouth. I would kiss you on the mouth and be like, what do you say? Come on. You show me some love? I'm going to give you some love right back. Come on, bring it in. And then, you know, we do some shots to tequila and suck each other off. Like, that's how that goes. You watching the Jordan doc? Hard pivot away from the kissing dudes. Let's get away from the gay and move on to something else a little bit more gay. Speaking of gay, Dennis Rodman for sure was piping dudes. Like, there's no way he was. Dude, he's piping dudes. Isaiah Thomas is piping dude. Magic Johnson is fucking, you know, getting those T cells. He's getting those cut way down. But I love the Jordan doc because here's the thing. You got to own it, you know? Like, I feel like Jordan always owned that he just wanted to win at all costs. So at some point, you're just going to be a dick. You're going to be an asshole. Like, that's just your persona. It's who you are. It's why you're great. And he's unapologetic. If you're like kind of half in, half out, it's blood in the water. It's why LeBron gets crushed so much. We crush LeBron for like caring so much about what people think. Jordan never gave a shit. All he cared about was winning. Jordan didn't even like his own family. Like, his dad died, and he was like, nah, shouldn't have bet all that money. By the way, that's how Jordan's dad died. His dad was killed because of Jordan's gambling debt. Look it up. You heard that here. Jordan's dad was murdered because of a gambling debt that Jordan had, because the guy's a horrible gambler. And they're like, hey, man, you better pay us back, or we're going to fucking whack your dad. He was like, whack my dad! And then he did. And then he won 3 championships and forgot all about it, because winning is everything. Never forget winning is everything. We crush LeBron because we think he's soft. Jordan, unwavering. Kobe, unwavering. These guys are they're vicious. They want to win. It's like, well, all right, man, you're alpha as alphas come, man. So I just believe you. Maybe I want to believe I have a little bit of that. I want to believe that Maybe that's why I don't care. Like, I don't hold grudges, but I just don't give a shit what people think about me. Like, if you don't like my shit, okay. Somebody does. There's some 14-year-old out there that thinks I'm hilarious. I kill for high school kids. High school kids think I'm so funny. I'll do shows at bar mitzvahs for the rest of my life if I have to. I don't care. I mean, we seek out we want our peers to think we think we're good. We want our peers to think that we know what we're doing because we respect them and we want respect in return. But you don't always get that. You lose sleep over it, man. I'm telling you, like there are some times where I'm like, man, I wish other guys I like thought my shit was great. And if they don't, it bums me out. But then I realize like those guys aren't my best friends. You want to impress your friends. That's what it is. You want your friends to be like, hey man, I like that shit you're doing because you care about that person, right? But for some reason we put validation in what strangers think. Oh, it got 1 million likes. Yeah, but do you know any of those people? Give me 10 likes from my best friend. I want my best friends to like my shit because they'll tell me if it sucks. If I put something out, my buddy's like, that's not very funny. I'm like, fucking, you're probably right. Because some kid in Iowa thought it was funny doesn't mean it's actually good. What are you going to do, man? Get the caffeine flowing. I'm feeling good. The hoodie's on. When the hoodie's on, I get serious. You know, like when someone has a transgression, someone like fucks something up in their life. And some people use it as a chance to be like, ha, look at that guy. He fucked everything up. He sucks. Yeah, I told you that guy sucks. Fuck that. I'm over that guy. When I hear someone, gets a DUI or gets arrested or, cheats on their girl, it's like, oh, it humanizes that person to me. I look at them like, yeah, I fucked up. I like it. I mean, you can't, be fucking kids or, raping people unless it's in prison. Then if you're in prison, all bets are off. You got to do what you got to do. You got to get, you find a balloon knot, you shove it in there, and hope that they like it. If not, well, you guys are all in it together, and you lost all your rights. Sorry, guys. Don't kill people with your car in a DUI accident. Just don't do that, and then you get to avoid everything. Or just don't be Aaron Hernandez is what I'm trying to say. Don't be Aaron Hernandez, and then you can just keep on living your life, having sex with people that you want to have sex with, whether it be women or dudes. It's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. I read about Ryen Russillo, a guy who I respect because I think he's the best out there. As far as sports commentating goes, I think Russillo is tier 1. He's a tier 1 of guys I want to listen to. The voice, the takes, the flow, everything about that guy is like he's a pro. And he also seems like a dude I can hang out with. That's a lot of it. There's just certain people in the media where I look at them and I can't hang out with that guy. I don't know. I mean, you can have a beer and enjoy each other's company. You think I'm a fucking idiot. Or I would think that you're too much of a star that I can't even be me around you. I feel like you're looking down on me. Like I don't think I can hang out with Trevor Noah. I think that guy is he's too, plus he's foreign. You're South African. You're a black South African, which is like, all right, it should be white, Dutch, and racist, not, progressive. Don't be so liberal. Or like, what's his name? Who's the guy? He's the gay dude, good looking. It doesn't matter. He's a good looking guy on like CNN or something like that. I can't think of his name. Anderson Cooper. Fuck. God damn it, that drove me crazy. I literally typed in famous gay news anchor. First thing that popped up was I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I'm so dumb. But I don't know if I can hang out with that guy. I don't know if him and I could kick it. I think he'd like me though. I think he'd like me, but I don't know if we would have the best time in the world. Russillo, I think him and I would hit it off. We'd have a good time. He used to bartend. He's great. But I read a story about him, an old story. I looked at his I don't know why, but I was looking at his Wikipedia the other night, and I was just like, I wonder what's his story. I want to see because there's what I can listen to somebody talk and get it. I sense to them like, oh, I like this person, and then I want to do a little bit of research, but you don't always want to because finding the facts about their life can kind of put you against them. It's like the Mike Tyson thing. Like Mike Tyson's the man. Then you find out that he, raped somebody, and you're like, oh. Yeah, he's fun, but kind of hard to hang out with you now. But if anyone doesn't remember this, but 3 years ago, I think it was 2017, Russillo, I mean, this is out there. He apologized, whatever. He got wasted And the cops found him in somebody else's condo in Wyoming. He was on location doing something in Wyoming. He was naked in somebody's bed. And he was wasted out of his mind and got arrested for criminal trespassing. Because what happened was he got absolutely smashed out of his mind and went into the condo he thought was his, wasn't his. And he wasn't naked. He just like took his pants off, thought he was at home. Dude sleeps naked. I can respect that. And this is like right after he got his own show on ESPN, and he just got hammered and went to the wrong condo and got arrested. Like, I don't look at that and think, what a fucking weirdo. I look at that and think, okay, what actually happened? Oh, he was hammered and went to the wrong place, and the door was open, so he thought it was his spot. Yeah, I've been there. I mean, I haven't been there. I haven't done that. But I have a friend who did that. My boy Jay, back in college. We lived in these. This is great. So back in Eastern, we had these condos, right? Like kind of like townhouses, and they're just like a line of like 20 of them. They're all in order, called Terra Vista. And we were like I think we were 111 or 109. He lived in 109. I lived in 111. And he got hammered. And we get, the night where you go out there, you get drunk, and the next morning everyone comes together and is like, yo, how'd your night go? And everyone's like, well, I did this, I did that. Come home, and Jay looks kind of like a little spooked. Like, he doesn't look good. It's like, what happened, man? He's like, oh, dude, I woke up in somebody else's room. Like, what? Like somebody else's house? Like, no, it was like 4 doors down. So all the apartments have the exact same layout. So you walk in and it looks like your place. So he was so blacked out, he walked up the stairs, went to the corner room, that is his room in his apartment, and just fell asleep. And woke up the next day, no one was there. And he just like, this isn't my room. It's like a girl's room. And he just puts his shirt on and just walks back. That's shameful. Because it could have gone so much worse. It's like driving home drunk. Like you wake up the next day, you're like, I drove last night? I'm like, yeah, dude. It's like, and I didn't kill anybody? Fuck, I'm lucky. But it makes you feel shameful. Trying to say is Russillo did that. But that's amazing. Could you imagine a girl walks in and you see just a fucking dude in your bed that you don't know? Like, excuse me. You aren't the guy that I have sex with regularly. So can you please pick up your shirt, take your shoes? Oh my God, did you wipe your asshole on my pillow? Fuck off. That's the crazy part. And he did that. Like, so what I'm trying to say is Russillo did that and it humanizes him to me. I'm like, okay, I like this guy even more. Because he's fallen off before. We've all been there. We've all been kind of happy, but I know we've for sure all been very, very sad. And that's the kind of thing you wake up the next morning and you're just, and it's like public to apologize because ESPN is like Disney as shit. Even though, the crux of Disney is rooted in anti-Semitism. But who's counting anymore? They made Mickey, so it's okay. You make enough cartoons and people forget that you hate Jews. And same with Russillo. You put enough good content out, people forget that you're a raging alcoholic at some point in your life and you went into the wrong apartment and scared a couple. We did it. That was good. I don't know if someone was that funny today. I feel like I had some highs and some lows, but I got a little bit serious today. Some stuff's going on with me. I'm trying to figure a lot of stuff out in my own world these days. You're navigating new friends, old friends, family, and it's just some people only the people you truly love and care about are the ones that can get under your skin. That's for sure. If I haven't said I love you to you, you're not going to bother me. If you're just some rando from work, I hate you, Blair. Okay, goodbye. But if it's one of your boys or your parents or your brothers or someone like that, and they kind of give you like the runaround a little bit, they're like, hey, you're pissing me off. Like they can get under your skin because that's what friends and family do. They fucking drive you crazy, but you love them no matter what. So all friends and family out there, I love you guys. We killed it. Another episode. Down, hoodie on. When the hoodie is on, when the hoodie's up, getting serious. It wasn't that serious. It was a lot of rambling, but it worked. You liked it. All right, we're good. I'm out of here.